Yo, it's Kevin Smiley. Check me out on the Bootleg Kev podcast.
Yo, Bootleg Kev Show, man. We got a special guest in here from Okeechobee, Florida.
Yes, sir.
Kevin Smiley.
How you doing, man?
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
First of all, man, I remember seeing your first song was Paralyzed, right?
Yes, sir.
I remember opening my phone one day and seeing it, and then like within that whole week, it just everybody was posting it. It was going crazy. That was your first song?
Yeah.
Ever?
That first song I ever recorded, yeah. I had written a few, but that was like the first real one.
How old are you?
I'm 20 now.
So you're 20 now. So when that came out, were you 19?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy, man. So, super dope visual, by the way.
Thank you.
Very strong. Whose idea was like, are you very hands-on with the whole creative process?
Not really with the visuals. That's more like my manager.
Got it.
He's a bit more of the film type of guy than, obviously our director.
Right.
So that was pretty much them.
Give me some of your background, because, you make country music.
Yes, sir.
And it's dope, and I never thought I'd hear NBA Youngboy on a country song. You have a new song with NBA Youngboy, free him, by the way.
Yeah.
Called Matador.
Yeah.
You brought NBA Youngboy to the country world. Just kind of give me like a little bit of your background in terms of like, what did you grow up listening to? How did you get into country music? Obviously, Florida's it's the South, but it's like, I always tell everybody, Florida's like its own country.
Yeah, there's a bit of
like, if you just break Florida off, like there's South Florida, which is like its own thing. And then there's like Central Florida, which is way different than Jacksonville. And,
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like its own little ecosystem that's just separate from the world. So how did you kind of grow up listening to country, and like what got you into it?
Yeah, so being from Okeechobee, Florida, it's a cattle town, really.
Cattle,
yeah.
Cattle, okay, so tons of cows. Actual cows. Cowboys are there.
Yeah,
Yes.
actual cowboys around.
Right.
And then like big fishing, so we have a big bass tournament that happens on Lake Okeechobee. So I grew up listening to just pretty much strictly gospel. My dad was a pastor. So we were just listening to a bunch of gospel music, and we'd go to different churches. I would have like what's called Southern gospel. So that's vaguely similar to country music.
Yeah.
And then my best friend growing up, his parents were ranchers. So they're always playing country around the house and in the car. And me and my brother, we spent a lot of time with them. So that was how I really got into listening to country. Then when I was like 16, that was COVID.
Damn, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
It felt like that was yesterday.
Right.
Like when I was 16, then COVID hit. You're 20 now. Wow.
It's been a minute, yeah. So, so I just playing a bunch of 2K, and I hated the playlist. I mean, after like 6 months of hearing the same song, you don't want to hear it again.
Yeah, and you're stuck in the house. Is all you got is
yeah. So I just put some songs in my playlist. And with my dad being a pastor, he didn't really want me listening to too much, hip hop and stuff. But everybody we knew listened to country around town. So I just put some songs in my playlist, and there's a song in particular called "Amarillo by Morning." It's a legend, George Strait. He's like the go-to
George
country.
Strait's the guy, man. Listen, I love me some George Strait.
Word.
That what's that song? Just Give It Away.
Yeah.
That shit. What's the one? Ocean
Front Property
in Arizona.
That's my favorite.
I'm from Arizona.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, and then Write This Down.
Great song.
And my favorite's Troubadour.
Oh my.
Troubadour is a fucking banger.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
So I just put some of his songs in my playlist, put some, Luke Combs, Kane Brown, Thomas Rhett, and then, some Alan Jackson. He's a Georgia boy, one of my favorites.
Alan Jackson's an OG, man.
Yeah.
I remember Alan Jackson from when I was a kid.
Yeah. So I just put them in my playlist, and I started just listening to it really heavy. Then I've always been musical. I've been playing drums since I was 7.
Like in the church?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I started playing guitar and the bass when I was 11 or 12, somewhere around there. So then I just started posting on TikTok, just singing these country songs.
Like singing like stuff that was already out.
Yeah, singing. I wasn't writing at the time. I had a video go viral. It had like 5 million views or something like that. So some producer hit me like, bro, you can sing, but you got to start writing your own stuff.
Right.
So I started doing that.
Was it harder to like put the thoughts in your head to paper to a melody?
Not really.
Would you like write with the guitar?
Yeah, I write with the guitar.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just kind of figure out what kind of chords I wanted to do. Then I just figure out what kind of theme I want to write to. Obviously, my first songs were horrible.
Right.
Just everybody,
It should be. I mean, if your first song's Paralyzed, not terrible.
Well, I would consider that my first real song,
Okay.
So yeah, I just started doing that. Started picking up steam a little bit. Then I got signed to my production company. Flew out to Vegas and recorded Paralyzed.
They're in Vegas?
Yes.
What'd you think about Vegas, being a Florida boy who grew up in the church life? Did you get any of those, like, did you walk the Strip?
No. I drove through it. I drove through it.
So you got to walk it.
Yeah, I ain't done that one yet. Yeah, I don't know about
People
that.
will pass you all these cards with phone numbers on it. Don't call the numbers.
Okay, got it. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Vegas, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I lived there for a while. I loved it, but I'm also a degenerate, so I have a gambling problem.
Dana White type stuff, huh?
No, he's got a real problem.
Yeah, I've seen some of those videos with the Note Boys and stuff.
Right. No, so you ended up, we should go to Vegas, and that's where you recorded Paralyzed.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yeah. Then we just started, posting some just videos of me singing it, and they went viral.
I want to know, because you put, like you said, like how many different pieces of content did you shoot to push that one song before it went viral? Because I wanted people to understand, like, sometimes people will post one thing, and if it doesn't go crazy, they get discouraged, and then they don't put anything else up, and then they stop pushing their music. And
yeah, so I think we had filmed maybe about 6 or 7. It was probably like the 6th or 5th or 6th that went viral, but that's after me posting hundreds of times on my TikTok,
That's so. I mean, people give up too soon on their records.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So yeah, it finally went viral. The big push was when DJ Academics, he had reposted it, and that kind of took it off a bit. That was a pretty cool moment. I started getting hit up by some of my favorite artists and stuff like that.
Who hit you up where you were like, what the heck? Like,
the first big one was crazy was Sway Lee.
Sway Lee?
That was cool. I remember waking up at like 6 a.m. I don't remember what I was doing, but
he's got to be writing some country. Sway Lee feels like the kind of rapper who's looking at that country genre like, well, yeah, I think I could do that.
And I've heard he's an incredible writer. So
he is amazing.
I think he could do some
he's
pretty cool
an
stuff.
amazing writer. Yeah, now Sway Lee's a beast. He's also somehow become very underrated over the last like 4 or 5 years.
Definitely.
Who else besides Sway Lee?
NLE Choppa.
Great guy. Love that kid, man.
Lil Durk.
So you loved all of that stuff while also loving George Strait.
Yeah, I listened to it all.
It's so crazy because I just did this podcast. I flew out to Portland to do this podcast with this guy named Phil Becker, who's the head of a radio company called Alpha Media. They own hundreds of radio stations. And we were talking. He wanted me to come out there and do a podcast. The theme of it was "Is country the new hip hop?" And I didn't necessarily say it was, but I did say that there's so many correlations between the two worlds, right? Yeah. Like if you think about like hip hop, like on the West Coast, we got lowriders, but in country, they got their trucks. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of music about women, a lot of music about partying, like
alcohol, all that.
And now with the internet, I feel like, when I was growing up, like you were either into hip hop or you were into it was really like when I was a kid, I was never into country. I barely got into country more recently because of Jelly Roll. I've been friends with Jelly for like 12 years. Yeah.
Sick.
And so I would put his stuff on and then other shit would start playing. And I'm like, this country shit ain't too bad. But I was saying like the genre barriers are gone now because like you might open your phone and like you said, Academics posted your shit, which is country, right? And then, if somebody's into Dirk, they could also be into Morgan Wallen. Yeah. I mean, look, they have 2 songs together, right?
Great songs, Steve.
Yeah, so it's like, I just feel like the whole, like, the world seemed to be blending together. The fan bases are, I mean, obviously there's still people who aren't going to listen to country, who aren't going to listen to hip hop on each side. But it does feel like, more than ever, people just are music fans again. It's like, if it's country, it's country. If it's hip hop, it's hip hop. And people are doing songs together. You see people jumping genres now. Post Malone's just did his shit.
Yeah.
I mean, Jelly. I knew Jelly when he was like an underground rapper. Like I DJed when me and Jelly first linked, he was doing like 100 people at a fucking show in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy. And he just started his new tour, his stadiums and junk.
No, I think it starts tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Its tour starts tonight. So yeah, it's just crazy to see like at the end of the day, good music's good music. And the other dope thing I think about some of the newer country that I've gotten into is it's like pain driven. Like I love Tyler Childers.
Oh my goodness, he's fantastic.
So fire.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
he's good.
He's amazing. And I just got, you know who put me onto him was that Mexican OT.
Really?
Yeah. Mexican OT was like, yo, listen to Tyler Childers. He has a song called White House Road, which is fire. It's about him getting as high as the grocery bill and doing cocaine. It's amazing. But like the shit is very, I'm like, this is some dope shit. Great songwriting.
That's what I love about country, the songwriting, storytelling.
For sure.
It's great.
Yeah, nah, it's super dope. All right, guys, let's stop the interview for a second. Football season is upon us. It's my favorite time of the year. That means we get to gamble on MyBookie on our favorite football teams. And the best part about MyBookie is now you can do the parlays and cash out early. Let's say you do a 3-leg parlay, 2 of the 3 hit. You get to cash out early. I just did this too. Because, I also like to gamble on a little baseball. But NFL season is approaching, man. And look, this is what it is. It's not only having such a great time winning that extra money, it just makes you pay attention to the games more, man. I love throwing a little something, a little action, man. Week 1 is coming. Preseason NFL is coming. There's so much. And I'm going to tell you this, my promo code right now, use that promo code Bootleg at mybookie.ag. That's mybookie.ag. Sign up with a new account. Promo code Bootleg. You're going to lock in that welcome bonus. That's going to get all the way up to $1,000. Yes. If you put in $1,000, it's going to get you that bonus up to $1,000, free money to bet with. And let me just tell y'all, I am hammering the Arizona Cardinals over total wins for this season. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm also putting a little, I was just having a conversation with my boy about this. Now, I'm not a handicapper, but I'm going to tell you what I like. MyBookie.ag, promo code Bootleg. Get that first deposit bonus right now. I'm going to tell you what I like, though. I like 3 teams throw a little something on just to win the Super Bowl this year. I'm going to go with, these are 3, you decent odds. The Jets, because everyone's off the Jets right now. Just saying. The Texans, great odds on the Texans. And the Bengals. 3 AFC teams, throw a little something on each one of them, win the Super Bowl, thank me later. I got a feeling one of those 3 might make it. We'll see. MyBookie.ag, promo code Bootleg, man. Let's get ready for this football season together. Oh, I'm so excited. Also want to give a shout out, speaking of being excited, Blue Chew. That's right, man. It's that time, all right? Fellas, if you're dealing with erectile dysfunction of any sort, maybe you're stressed out, maybe you're tired of your girl, you just need to get it up for a little bit. Whatever it is, go to we just talked about MyBookie. Go to Blue Chew, BlueChew.com. Get your dick right, fellas. Yes, if your Johnson is not Johnsoning, that's an interesting way to put it. Don't trip. Blue Chew's got you. It's got the same active ingredient as Viagra and Cialis in a chewable form. Best part about it, 0 doctor's appointments involved. Yes, that means you go to the website, BlueChew.com, you put that promo code in, Bootleg, because you're going to get a month's supply for free with the promo code Bootleg at BlueChew.com, a whole month for free to see just for yourself what I'm talking about, because it definitely works. And then you just handle everything online. There's no awkward doctor's appointments. And then it's delivered to your house in discreet packaging. And then you look, your dick's going to get much harder than it's ever been. So let's just be clear. That Blue Chew be hitting, all right? So look, go to BlueChew.com, promo code Bootleg, get a month supply for free. Only got to is pay $5 shipping, all right? That's it. All right, let's get back to the interview, though. So for you, like, that's pretty cool that you were able to bring in NLE Chopper, or not NLE Chopper, rather, NBA Youngboy. How did you get NBA Youngboy's attention? Like, because I went and saw him in Utah. I went to his house.
Seen that, yeah. I've seen that.
Super great guy, but very he's literally, before he went into jail, he was at the house, he's recording, and he can't leave. So how did you get that done?
Just through lawyers.
Yeah.
Yeah, my lawyer knows him well, so.
So did you guys chop it up at all?
I've never talked to him.
Wow.
Yeah. I'd love to talk to him, but obviously not.
You gotta write him now, man.
Yeah.
He probably would appreciate the letter.
Probably, yeah.
So did you listen to a lot of Youngboy?
I wouldn't say a ton, but a definitely good amount.
It feels like that's your generation's Tupac.
Yeah, especially
everybody who's like 17 or 18, like NBA Youngboy's their Tupac. It's kind of crazy.
And then in Florida, especially where I'm from, a lot of people listened to him when I was like in middle school,
and
high
Kodak.
school. Kodak. Oh, definitely.
Kodak's.
I love Kodak.
In Florida, Kodak's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like him and like the new GOAT's Rod Wave, but in like I lived in Florida when Kodak Black first came out, and I never seen no shit like that. Kodak Black had Florida in a chokehold.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you said, Rod Wave, dudes in my hometown, they go crazy for
like if Rod Wave did a country collab, it'd be so good because he's already doing like first of all, he loves like Adele. He loves so many different like genres of music. But if I heard like Rod Wave do like a collab with like Zach Bryan or something, that shit would go crazy.
That'd be wild.
Because he's doing that like he's singing.
Yeah, he's an actual singer. So yeah, it could work. It'd be pretty cool.
So what's it been like for you, like going viral so quick? Is it hard to adjust? And okay, now we're viral. Now everybody's looking at you. Now you got to make records. Because that your team was just saying that happened unexpectedly, maybe. I mean, obviously the goal is to blow up, right?
Yeah.
But you don't expect it to happen, so it happens. Now you got to make some more music.
Yeah, you got to go to work. I've been fortunate. So the people that I've been working with a lot of the guys that like write for Luke Combs and Morgan Wallen. A lot of guys at Big Loud, which is they write for Morgan. So I've been working with a lot of those guys, and they're incredible. They've been helping me figure out what way I want to go and just learn about songwriting. Because then I've been working in Nashville. Everything is about the song.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything's about the song. So they've been helping me. I've been really fortunate, and I've been picking up pretty good. I write or co-write all my records.
What's it like going to Nashville? It's a very like I always tell people it's like, we always in the hip hop world we think of New York, Atlanta, and LA, right? Mm-hmm. But Nashville is like the only place that matters in the country world.
Yeah, Nashville and Austin, Texas. That's about it.
I didn't know Austin was on the come up, but it's just so crazy because Nashville's like this. It's literally the entire music industry for country is there.
Yeah, all on Music Row, pretty much.
Yeah,
it's cool. It honestly is cool. I like the way that they work in Nashville. Like, you go to the studio at like 11, you're done by 5, and everybody goes home or goes to the bar or whatever.
Nah, hip hop, man,
it ain't like that. No. Not at all.
I've been in the studio for like 14 hours.
Wow.
Waiting for a feature. Remember when we were trying to get that Tory Lanez verse? We were hanging out with Tory Lanez in the studio for all fucking day, just waiting for him to drop a verse from our artist.
Wow. Was he there, or was he just like not writing?
On and off. It was just like, like hip hop sessions, they can either be very productive or they can be very like social.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of drugs, a lot of weed smoke, people coming in and out. Maybe a jewelry guy pulls up, opens a suitcase with a bunch of it happens.
That's crazy.
By the way, if that ever happens to you, if the jeweler ever comes to your studio with a suitcase, he's fucking you over.
Word.
All those jewelers that come to studios, they're all fucking scam artists. Not that the jewelry's fake, but they are overcharging everybody.
Dang.
Do not buy.
Well, I'm happy I'm on this show, man, getting good tips.
Yeah. You don't strike me as the jewelry guy.
I love jewelry.
Oh.
I just ain't got it like that yet.
One day.
Yeah.
Well, you got a little.
Just a little. Yeah, this is just from like the gold shop. This ain't nothing serious.
Nah, yeah, but one day.
Yeah, I love jewelry.
So you'd get like a chain with a big pendant?
Maybe not a big pendant. I like tennis chains and Cubans. I'm not really a big pendant guy, but I love watches.
Well, yeah. I mean, a watch is like, you can have a really expensive watch, but it look like modest.
Yeah.
You don't want to get the bust down.
Never.
That's just screams rob me,
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, rob me,
I mean, you're getting messed up on those diamonds too.
Well, I was gonna ask you, what do your parents think about everything that's happening?
Now that I'm kind of picking up steam, they're obviously super happy. I mean, when I first started, it was definitely scary.
Were they like a little, like suspect on you doing music at first?
Yeah. And then when I signed to my production company, that was kind of a crazy situation. I mean, I had never been on a flight before. And then I flew to Vegas. They were like, you never know what he's going, who this person is.
Like, honey, you're gonna go to Sin City. They're gonna, hey man, in the South, they be hearing some crazy shit about the music industry.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna sacrifice you in a room full of just crazy shit. Like, you know what I mean? Be careful, honey.
So they were definitely nervous. But everything's turned out pretty good.
Nice.
I'm always talking to my mom and my grandma. Letting them know what's going on. I live with my mom and my grandma right now in West Palm Beach. So that's cool.
Have you been to Mar-a-Lago? Isn't that in West Palm Beach?
It's in Palm Beach. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So not West Palm. Okay.
I mean, it's like
they call that
minutes.
Like the Florida White House.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's crazy right now. Palm Beach is pretty much on lockdown because Trump's in town.
So when Trump comes to town, does the whole city is on lockdown?
Like that area of Palm Beach. Yeah.
Have you seen his motorcade before?
No, I've never seen. I've seen his plane at the airport, but that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, I heard Palm Beach is, first of all, a hell of people retired there. Right?
Yeah,
It's like a retirement town.
Yeah,
Lots
if
of
you got
wealth.
if you got big money, yeah.
And with any amount of super wealth, there's also super poverty, I'm sure. On the outskirts, probably.
Yeah. Once you go over the bridge, because it's like West Palm Beach, and you go over a bridge, and it's Palm Beach. Palm Beach is an island, so they kind of, if you ain't got it like that, you kind of kick you off.
Hey, we're about to kick off another interview brought to you by Hardin. That's right. If you're in Vegas, it's the #1 dispensary in the country, the craziest selection of premium cannabis. And all you got to do is shoot them a follow, Hardin_Las Vegas, HardinLasVegas.com. When you're in Vegas, tell them I sent you. Hey, real quick, want to tell you about our family at Odd Socks, baby. That's right. They've been our longest running sponsor. They're our family. They make the most comfortable socks in the world. Whatever you're into, man, you see the Scarface. Guy got Coca-Cola, Street Fighter, SpongeBob. These are SpongeBob underwear. By the way, their boxers are so comfortable, y'all. Like, listen. I need y'all to save 20% off at checkout right now. Just go to oddsocksofficial.com. Use that promo code Bootleg ASAP. Get you some draws. Get you the most comfortable socks in the world. Ghostbusters, Funyuns, whatever you need, they got it. Oddsocksofficial.com. Promo code Bootleg. Save 20% off. Let's jump back into this interview.
What would your parents wanted you to do if you weren't doing music? Were they trying to push you into a certain field?
Not really. Just wanted me to kind of get a job or
What would you have done?
education.
Or what did you want to do if music didn't work out?
What I wanted to do? Shoot, I don't really know. I wanted to be, actually, when I was younger, I wanted to be a YouTuber.
Ah, of course.
Yeah. That's everybody. Nobody wants to do hard labor, you know?
Yeah. That's why we're screwed if we go to war.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody wants to be streamers.
Yeah, I wanted to be a YouTuber, you know.
Hey, but there is something to be said about Call of Duty. There's some hand-eye coordination there that, that might help in the I don't know.
Maybe. We'll see.
But in China, they ain't got no fucking streamers and YouTubers. They got...
Yeah, they got do that.
They're ready. Yeah. What YouTube channels did you like growing up?
My favorite was Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat was good.
I don't know what that is.
Word. No. Casey Neistat was like the best videographer on YouTube.
Apparently he is.
In New York.
What was he doing?
He was just vlogging his life.
The vlog life.
Yeah.
So you like the Nelk Boys, I heard you say.
Yeah, I like the Nelk Boys.
I love them.
Nick Naracina, those dudes, they're cool.
The OG Nelk stuff was the best.
Yeah, that's what one of my older brothers, he would watch that stuff.
Like when it was
Like
like Jesse.
Yeah.
And they were pranking people. And then when they started to make real money, the pranks got super elaborate.
Yeah.
And crazy. Like they did this. Do you ever see the prank where it was like the fake Bigfoot prank?
No.
Dude, they did this full... They went to like Oregon or Washington State where like...
okay.
And they like found like this... They like hung out with this Bigfoot guy who was like a Bigfoot... Like this guy spent his whole life hunting Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And so they pranked this dude and they put like a Bigfoot in the forest while they were with him. And this dude started freaking out because he was like, he finally found Bigfoot. But it was a dude in a suit.
That's tough, man.
Honestly,
that's hard.
Honestly, it was funny because once they found Bigfoot, then the Nelk Boys had like the fake FBI and CIA pull up with like a helicopter and like kidnap everybody because they don't want anybody
Don't know about Bigfoot.
It was one of the best pranks of all
I'm
time.
going to have to check that out.
Yeah, the Nelk Boys are solid, man. They're nice guys too, man.
Word, yeah.
Shout out to Steve Will Do It. We got to get him back on YouTube. They took him off, man. They banned him.
Word.
Yeah. Yo, so are you just doing singles? You working on an album? What do you just
it'll be an EP first.
EP.
So that's gonna be coming out next month on the 27th.
September 27th?
Yes, sir.
Nice. How many songs?
7.
Oh, 7. That's it.
Yeah.
Any other features?
Nah, not for this.
Look, once you get NBA YoungBoy, you're good.
We still want to go for it.
Anybody in the country world embrace you and kind of big homie you yet?
Yeah. One in particular is Shabuzi.
Great,
He's been cool.
Great. I mean, he's a grown man. Great guy.
Yeah. I met him before he was famous. I met him about a year ago.
He was kind of famous a year ago. I've known I work with Empire for years, so I've been very hip. I've been very hip to Shabuzi, but for sure, this is before Beyonce.
Yeah, way before. So yeah, we hung out a bit, chopped it a bit. There's been someone that's followed me cool is your boy Jelly Roll. He followed me a minute ago.
Great guy.
So that was cool. I've never been to talk to him though, but
You guys will hang out one day.
Yeah, yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah, everybody I've heard talk about him, like, they have nothing but good things to say about him.
Yeah.
There's been some, smaller artists, like Chase Matthews. We hung out a bit.
Yo, there's this one dude, what's his name? He's got a song called We Ride.
We Ride. Oh, I know who that is.
Is it?
Don't remember his name right now.
Damn, I forget dude's name. I DM'd him. He got like 60,000 followers.
Brian Martin or something
Yes.
like that? Yeah.
That fool. Yeah.
He's
I
cool.
DM'd him. I was like, yo, I like this song. He's like, he followed me back. I was like, yo, he only has 60,000 followers. I'm like, this song's fucking fire.
Yeah, and the song's big on like Spotify. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
How he only has 60,000.
Yeah.
I got 60,000.
Country's booming, man.
It is.
Shout out to, would you ever do anything outside of country? Like sonically? Like would you ever do like anything else? Or you kind of like honing in on the
It's been like the most pop or urban thing I have is the song with Young Boy.
Yeah.
Then I got some
Like would you do some gospel shit?
I would probably probably a little later once I really establish like myself in the genre. Probably like in a year or two, I'd probably do some gospel stuff.
I feel like gospel music, we need better people making it. Some of the gospel music I be hearing is just like, it's like if somebody could make a bunch of Kanye Jesus walks, that'd be great.
Oh my goodness.
It's such a great record. And it's
amazing.
technically a Christian rap song.
It is, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we should all try to, like, not we, because I'm atheist, respectfully. But if I was like a Christian rapper, I'd be like, how do we do Jesus walks? But like, we don't want to like, sometimes I feel like the Christian rap can be a little preachy. Have you heard of Miles Minnick?
I have heard the name.
He's a Christian rapper.
Yeah.
He's dope. He's actually dope. I interviewed him. He's actually really
cool.
dope. Who else? Who's Lecrae's fire too?
Lecrae, yeah, OG, yeah.
Andy Mineo.
Yeah.
He's dope too.
Yeah, that's what I listened to when I was like in 4th grade.
Jesus. Yeah. Oh man. I'm old, or you're young, or both.
Yeah, it can be both.
So September 27th. What's the name of your EP?
Hurts Worse.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, sir.
Hurts Worse, man. Any tour stuff? Any shows?
Not right now. We're looking to see what's going on. Hopefully as the song picks up, we can.
I'm sure you're gonna be doing some like showcases, like popping up with your guitar and doing your thing.
Yeah, definitely doing some.
That's what's up, man. Well, look, I appreciate you pulling up. Go support this kid on the 27th. Pre-orders, I'm sure, are dropping soon for the EP.
Yeah, pretty soon. Yeah.
Go support Matador.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully, you get to meet NBA YoungBoy, even if it's on the phone.
Oh yeah.
I feel like there's NBA YoungBoy features popping up he don't even know about. He's like, what? But shout out to YoungBoy, man. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. And keep fighting the good fight, man. You're putting out dope music, brother.
I appreciate that.
Boom.